Classic Country, 100.1 WGLC. I'm Charles Van Horn alongside Brian Foley, coming to you tonight from Princeton, Illinois, where your Mendota Trojans take on the Princeton Tigers in exciting high school football action. Mendota making its first visit to Princeton in many years, thanks to the change in conference this past offseason, leads them back to renewing an old rivalry. Now, Brian Foley, Princeton coming into this game rolling.
Yep, we've watched a little bit of the game film. They look very good. We talked to a couple of people in the press box, and they're looking for their first challenge of the year too. So both teams are going to buckle it up, be ready to play, and I'm just lucky to have good seats and sit up there and call it. So
yeah, and it's going to be two battles of undefeated, 3-0 and 3-0. Your Trojans coming off a victory against the Bureau Valley Storm. And, of course, the Princeton Tigers, they're also 3-0. Something's got to give tonight. We'll have the call for you on the radio. We spoke to Coach Keegan Hill earlier. Talking with Coach Keegan Hill ahead of tonight's matchup against the Princeton Tigers. Bureau Valley last week, tough team. Clearly one of the better teams you've had to face so far this season. It's a long road ahead. How do you think you guys did as a unit against Bureau Valley?
We showed what we're capable of. It seems like almost 2 weeks ago with the week we've had here of prep. So we played well enough to win the game. Get to learn on how to play with a lead and maximize the opportunities with the lead, whether that be clock management or expecting to score again or defending a fake punt, things like that.
Bureau Valley did a lot of offensive schemes, some very similar with wingbacks and counters and things like that. You guys did have to make some adjustments defensively. Is that going to be something that is going to give you guys trouble going forward, or do you think you've got that sort of under wraps right now?
Their style play does have a lot of misdirection, so getting people to have their eyes in the right spot, that really helps. So if any team has permission to do those kinds of things, and being prepared for that is something we are working on.
What guys really stepped up last week and made a difference for the Trojans?
The ability to throw the ball to the perimeter, earning the respect of Bureau Valley to load the box and put a lot of people in there. We got to throw the ball, and numerous people contributed on the outside. So Isaac Smith, Emilio Perez, Damian Magianis, Ted putting the ball in some good spots without any pressure. So the offensive line can get taken for granted, and they did a nice job on that as well.
How are we doing on injury and eligibility?
Not a single varsity player has been ineligible this year, and that's a big point of pride that we reinforce on a daily basis. So we were really good on that front. And then Sean Figueroa is still working his way back. Other than that, we are good to go.
Princeton Tigers, some say they're ranked in the state. They have a record of 3-0. You guys also have a record of 3-0. Tigers will be the toughest team you've faced all year, in theory, on paper. How do you feel about your squad going against them tonight?
Our guys are excited. This opportunity to compete against a really good opponent that has a lot of respect, not only in the area, but in the statewide region. So, knowing that we're in for a really good contest, has raised our expectations as a group, and I'm excited to see what we put forward.
It's a short distance for this road game to play Princeton. First time these two teams have played in some time. What do you know about this Princeton club?
We've had an opportunity to watch them in the playoffs the last couple of years. Physical style of play. Quarterback is a really good runner. They expect to play really good football, and they have a first-class program.
Who do you hope really steps up tonight and gets it done for the Trojans?
Anybody that gets put in a tough spot. It doesn't matter the position to me. We're going to be put in some tough situations. Who's going to raise their level of play and make the effort to get the job done, and that could be anybody at any time.
All right, finally, Coach, toughest question of the night. What's your favorite piece of chicken?
Oh, that'd be a leg all day.
Thanks, Coach. Go get them.
Thanks. Go Trojans.
So it's going to be a matchup tonight. We'll see how the Mendota Trojans fare against the Princeton Tigers. A rivalry renewed. And you can hear the game tonight on your radio at 100.1 FM. Also streaming online and on your smart speaker and smart device. Just ask it to play WGLC. I'm Charles Van Horn alongside Brian Foley, coming to you tonight from Princeton.